Anyway, coach. But they couldn't come to agreement, and they said maybe next year. That way you just feel like this is not my town. So that before the meeting, I texted them all. I said, I think we should fix this. Ready. And then it's like a relationship. I didn't know that was bit of my mind. I wouldn't think about it. And then I just thought that was I just felt correct. So maybe you'll have a chance to one of them, it's right next, it's on the corner.
One of us. Oh, the building, okay.
There's a gorgeous, there's a really yeah, so there's it's an basement building.
I wasn't looking at it.
Maybe what? I don't know if I did. Yes. You wouldn't have any problem.
I haven't seen you in so long. Okay, so now you. Yeah, coming. Yeah, and very good all the way. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, hey, what's can I just say?
I got the new ankle replacement surgery. I know you were with me. That's what I said.
And your memory becomes short, and you learn very you can't hold on.
It's like the same. Because you're both really good.
Yeah.
And with you, it's hard to.
Well, I was gonna say, it's just like orders.
I want to go.
They were all just I would say like you were working for somebody. Oh, yeah, it is. You didn't have a lot of things figured out in your 20s, whether you were at football. Now we're hiring.
Refrigerator, corner of Washington and 7th.
If I was in this but I think that was something like two guys say I feel like for me,
not just big cells.
people like doing their
Yeah.
yeah.
This is what Layne Gerber. I wish you could say this.
I mean, that's like,
I had to set pretty easy.
we don't plan on it.
You want to play?
So everyone's going to leave at some point, and if someone has a 2-year run or longer,
I know, right?
what it is.
How do I do that?
As long as someone's getting what they need from us, and we're
No, I guess not why.
I get it.
But
You're like on the street. Okay.
but probably not.
I would tell you this.
I'm bad. So.
No, that's for my, that's so that's my brother.
It's gonna be this emo girl.
It's okay. Can do spirit like you walk in that situation, smile.
I think you're super enough. Okay, try now.
I was like, because you were happy to be No. I was like, that's amazing. Yeah. And you know what? At that stage in your life,
Little singer right there.
yes. Oh, good for you. Yeah, that's awesome.
And weird thing.
And honestly,
Yeah, it is.
I think I see. I do that. It's over here. So I do this.
You don't be running the right Cincinnati. You know what I tell them like all the time? When you see lunch, like a pizza.
But now I have to press it. Now I check it on.
Yeah, mine, that one was fine. I was trying to see if I could. Okay, I think this one's doing something.
Right, right. Yeah.
How big is Creighton?
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
That's the one that's the old, yeah, it's like a
All the
little
way out.
parking lot. Yeah, like that. Yes, yeah, I know exactly. Okay, that's just, okay, I'm literally across the street, you'll see my car parked across the street.
Because I'm not doing anything. Okay.
Yeah, that way,
I love that, I love that.
I don't leave till 5. I don't leave till 5, I'm at 8, so, but yes, my kids, when I pick up these, but, it's funny.
Her birthday was so,
They were.
okay, so.
One of our custodial staff, like he was our lead custodian.
Oh, because it's right there. So here's the story.
He grabbed it and goes.
There's pros and cons in every industry. Is
Wait, it's moved.
Pepsi or Coke, you do a refrigerator.
So,
You pay for it.
Yeah.
Yes, for I'll never forget. It's you. Also, there's this big swirl.
That will never. He's been there forever. And so I remember saying to you,
I don't like it. Looks
stay with 4 days in the house.
just, all right. I go back to the store, I get outside, somehow I put myself in better health.
Yeah, you did.
So, 15
I
minutes.
think that's what we did.
And, the refrigerator full. And it hit a car. Opened down to my body. So when I didn't even remember that.
Oh, you
Like,
did?
where there's explain somewhere. Took his back sheets or something like that. I guess. That isn't legal, but I guess you realize that maybe
Oh, that first sight. Yeah, it just felt right.
I don't see an issue.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so annoying.
Go through the list of all of these.
I mean, it couldn't have been any. I mean, before.
What's what?
It was weird that's working on that controller now with one of those.
Somehow I was trying to have a conversation.
What is your advice? Because one of my
Okay, well, we can't figure this out anyway.
So, so I said, I'll leave a note. Yes. I said, I'll leave a note. I wrote something like, Mary had a little lamp.
It's weird because it was working at like base controls, but not everything else.
She's like, but she didn't say it. It's short of age.
Yeah, it felt right.
It's like she did 2 hours.
Tom, where was this quality control?
Yeah.
I don't have it. Right, exactly. All because one of them saved us refrigerator. And it worked out. It all worked out. As it often does. Yeah, you might have been giving me grief. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. There was no reason. This vehicle, there were things. And now the guy's suing you, now he's saying he has to every debt on the vehicle. Anyway, very pleased. I'm sorry, it's on his terms. I will tell you this, I said, I always admire Scott.
No, I have.
Remember my wife, Jane? Yeah. Tom and Brady? You know his parents? So legend lives on.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
You can move chairs. It's totally
Not a
fine.
basketball player.
You will not find you can move chairs.
So I just.
Leon, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Am I good?
Yes.
All right. So, I want to thank everybody for coming. I wrote some words because I compelled to write words. Jen, Layne's mom, you wanna say some stuff before I go?
Sure. I'm Jen, I'm Layne's mom, and just thank you everybody for coming and celebrating Layne and sharing your memories with him. That means a whole lot to us. You know, love him very much. And it's going to be a big one. Thank you all for sharing.
So anyway, I wrote a thing because I'm that guy. So anyway, on behalf of Jen and her husband, Jason, and my wife, Allison, and where's Jason? Jason and Sean, Layne's godparents, who he was so fortunate to have, like a whole extra set of parents. You know, you guys were so good to him. I'm Scott, I'm Layne's dad, and just thank everybody for being here tonight, your support and condolences and just all everything during this time has been so touching. And thank you for all the warmth and affection you showed Layne during his life. We've all been overwhelmed by the outpouring of support from, people we are close to and people we maybe haven't seen in a while. Strangers, people I don't know. We have strangers sending us soup. When Layne came into the world, he was floppy, his hips were dislocated, he was unable to feed, and he had the weakest, feeblest little cry. And we knew then that it was possible, if not probable, that he would have a more difficult and probably a shorter road than most people. There were moments in his first days that were touch and go. There were the months he spent in the NICU, operations, surgeries, procedure, each had their own risk, and we gird ourselves against this horrible prospect every time. And despite knowing this on a logical level and repeatedly steeling oneself, nothing can prepare your heart for the grief of losing a child. The fundamental unfairness of such a sweet, innocent boy, the sweet soul, tasked with overcoming so much. The moral cruelty of terrible, monstrous people living long, full, healthy lives, while our beautiful boy was taken so soon. And we can cry and flail and scream at the injustice of it all, and I have repeatedly. And on bad days, I will probably continue to forever. But I want to focus on the marvel, the wonder, the phenomenon that was Layne's life. Though he was fragile of body, he was strong of spirit. He struggled to lift 5 pounds, but he could lift a whole room with his laugh. And although he relied on his wheelchair to get around, he inspires and moves all of us with his heart. Now, everybody knows how much Layne loved video games. He had a controller in his hand since he was big enough to hold one. Now, I don't know if old folks are still yelling about video games, rotting the kids' brains, or whatever. But for Layne, it was a lifeline. Something he could do that every kid could do. In virtual worlds, unencumbered by gravity, he could run and jump and fly and swim and drive and explore and in some games you collect stars or gemstones or shards of the Triforce or whatever it is. Layne collected love. You know, imagine, if you will, a little heart icon up here in the corner of the screen. We've been spending a lot of time lately in hospitals, and so I've been thinking about all the healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, respiratory therapists, you know, aides, janitors, everybody who's cared Layne, and not just this most recent stay, but over the years, going back to Children's and Riley and Manning. His pediatrician, like the dentist's office, every hospital, clinic, therapist we've been into, everybody in all those offices fell in love with the sweet little boy with the bright blue eyes. And they all, in their own way, you know, add little bits of love to his heartbeat. They see a lot of the games. You know, player's heart meter counts down, right? Game over. Not Layne. His heart meter only went up. He's a special character. The kind you have to put in a button combo to open up, or find behind a secret door through a dark labyrinth, right? You know, a unique build, or a rare Pokemon. I think of all the teachers and counselors and assistants and administrators and everybody who have added their love, you know, through his education. You know, it's unfortunate, but a lot of people infantilize or project, I don't know, slowness onto people with physical disabilities. But Layne was so fortunate to be surrounded by educators who saw the bright, capable young man he was. At Templeton Elementary, the multi-age room of Kevin and Risa, they were here earlier. He had them for 6 years in a row. It was a unique experiment in learning. It was just the perfect place for him in such a loving environment. And you know, to that day, that class maintains a food garden outside the school, and we intend to plant a fruit tree there in Layne's memory, so he might share the joy he felt in that place forever. Educator at Templeton, Connie Eggleston, deserves a special mention. She was with him every day, helping him to get around the school, you know, providing intimate care. She was just, you know, a familiar, comforting presence, which was really important for an anxious kid. And her husband, Bill, just passed away on the 19th of this month. He loved Layne too. He always made Layne a special pumpkin at Halloween time. And may she be as surrounded and supported in her time of grief as we have been in ours. So I look back on all the people that helped Layne navigate Bachelor and then Bloomington South High School, and those that helped a shy young man find his way. I recall the swelling ovation from the whole gymnasium as Layne wheeled across the stage a purple gown inspiration to collect his diploma at graduation. You know, family and friends, students, strangers, like generations of the community rained love on our boy. More heart power, you know, level up. But his video game obsession was just entertainment. Excuse me. You know, it wasn't a diversion, it was a serious pursuit. He wasn't just playing, he was doing research. Layne created his own characters. First simple sketches and then complex models. He built elaborate worlds filled with hidden wonders, right? He had just finished his first semester at Ivy Tech. All A's and B's. Like, took his finals with what we didn't know was pneumonia. Still crushed it. And he was working toward a career in game design. My sister, Aunt Al, she helped Layne acquire his first real power chair this summer. And it was an absolute game changer. Just an indispensable power up for player one, you know? And like few things have ever filled me with more pride than watching him drum about the class, and I watch him go up the ramp like, I don't need you, Dad. It's the sense of independence that gave him so precious. I wish I had more time to explore that. Nothing in this world brought me more joy than when Layne thought something was hilarious. He's normally a quiet kid. So when you get that outburst, it's a special treat, you know, like too sweet to have too often, too rich. You know, so with his unique features, Layne was never able to close his lips and, you know, form all the letters and sounds the way that is normal, perhaps, right? So, you know, he had to invent his own workarounds and techniques for forming all the phonemes, right? And he was too stubborn to use like an assistive communication device. You know, he's gonna work through it. You don't understand Layne. That's your problem, right? But you know, he worked and he persevered and he developed his own unique voice. But he didn't have to use it. You know, he had a full vocabulary. But his eyes could communicate complex ideas far beyond the power of any words. Stink eye, notorious notorious stick guy. You know, Layne was a special character. As a gamer collects loot, Layne collected love, and his inventory overflowed with the affection you and all the other non-playable characters he has encountered. All the love bestowed upon him in his adventure. You know, his chest runneth over, right? And he brought the full arsenal to that boss battle against this bastard pneumonia. And it looked like he had won. He fought so hard to battle that infection. Healing potions, right? Worked himself back to strength. Used every bit of heart energy to beat that thing. And he did. You know, battle tested. Our hero returned home for a hard-earned shower and shave and a good night's sleep in his own bed. And then the monster used sneak attack. But Layne was a special character. And he battled and he fought, and all the players in his party depleted their repositories to give him strength. But still the monster prevailed. But Layne was a special character. All of the light and the love and the positive energy Layne carried with him do not die with him. When he was little, like itty bitty, two of us used to play Lego Indiana Jones on the Xbox. You guys play that one? Old banger. We explored every hidden passage, every unrevealed dungeon, every bonus level, every special character. And when you unlock every last secret, or die, you remember. Coins and the rubies and treasure rain from the sky, right? Just keep raining. You know, Layne was a special character. And that lifetime accumulation of love and light and energy now rains down upon us like that. The world we live in is not fair. I think of other parents who've lost children, and now I feel their grief. You know, in this world, children die in war. The level of grief is unfathomable. But Layne was a builder of imaginative new worlds. Let us soak in all that energy all that love which he showers down on us, and let us use that energy to build a world where no parent anywhere has to suffer the grief of a lost child. The kind of world where more strangers send people soup. Layne was a creator, a model maker. Let us model the humor and grace and kindness of his character and create loving environments around ourselves. Layne was a special character. His life a reminder that people need each other, that a one-player game might be fun, but big campaigns can only be undertaken with a party. And our party was infinitely better for having had Layne in it. Layne was a special character. A new evolution from physical form to pure, loving energy. Layne was a special character. And this is not game over. Okay? Let's level up. Thank you.
If anybody else would like to share anything, we don't expect that you've prepared anything, but if anyone feels inspired to share any words or a poem or anything, you're welcome to. Otherwise, use this moment to grieve however the heck you want to.
Yeah, I got it, but Really? I haven't done I know, intentionally unfocused. Also, I had to. So, I mean. I was wondering if we were gonna get to six, right? I thought you would have followed.
No, I
I gotta read something. I love this in high school. It was part of the costume. Your dress, sticks to your tights. Before I was script. Yeah. I know.
She was pregnant with mom.
Whoa. I know. I didn't even know how to they're big bits. It actually really because I really like that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. It's really, really.
Very angry, one and only thing. I don't even need to, but it's just the kids were playing piano this morning. This is a good way to wake up. If it would have been hours earlier, I would
That's what I was thinking. That's really. Yeah.
Is there? That's not like we had a plan.
No.
No, Brady never has.
Yeah, I go through life without a
Do you want there to be a plan?
I will be honest, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah. We the only thing that we had thought about after so that's like the only thing we have going on. So
They came straight down here from work.
yeah, I like threw some anitizers in the. I haven't. That's all I eat today was some anitizers in the air fryer. Yeah.
No, I think this is probably the fun part of this. I had a work trip last week, and then we flew to Cincinnati. We played D&D, and I'm recovering from that.
I get that.
Because I'm in my 30s.
Yeah. Wait till you get.
Have you ever thought that maybe you're just a little bit?
Oh, I absolutely am.
Also, jet lag is a real thing.
Yeah.
So it's probably more because of that.
Yeah.
If you could not suffer the effects in the flight, you probably would feel a lot better.
Yeah. I ended up working like 60-something hours, like physical.
Is jet lag just like because you're in a pressurized tube? I think that's what it is. Is because technically you're getting like there's a pressure effect on your body, and that's why you feel tired.
Yeah.
It's not just like flying from time zone to time zone. It's like a literal physical effect happening.
It might be. Yeah. I don't actually know the physics of it.
It's technically physical. It's just not high physics.
Yeah, I'm not a biologist.
It's physics with a lowercase. Lowercase.
No, I got it.
As the GDMH would say, some more from school and
Maybe just because I'm chewing gum.
Thanks for finding an audience for the gamer references. So we play D&D pretty frequently, and that hit real hard. Yeah. Yeah, we got it. Okay. All right. Also, it was the most wonderful Scott thing I've ever been witness to. So it was very good.
I wasn't necessarily surprised, but I also was surprised. It was like one of those things like, oh yeah, I forgot that Scott is a bard.
Yeah. There's a specific hand movement that you did, and it took 10 years back. This. Little heart thing up here.
It's a different city, but.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold on. Maybe I'll be sorry. especially since driving a weeknight.
It's fine. I haven't been driving at all. So
It's really hardly a drive.
I've been at CDL school, so I haven't been.
Oh,
driving
you've
at
been
work.
at-
I haven't been driving at work, so like this was like nothing driving down here. So
I'm so glad you were.
It's good. It's always like a lot of honestly, I mean, obviously,
God,
like, clean and
he's nice. You have to give his ear. So don't do a good job. He hides the kids in your life. Yeah. Yeah.
as long as she doesn't like.
I noticed your necklace before. And small non-fashions. You guys see the
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yes.
I noticed that the family has those too.
Oh, I love that. It's like, what is your cute thing that exists? It sucks that it has to exist, but like, yeah. Yeah. But it shows. I don't know how to say what I want to say. Contextually, it makes so much sense. It's so it really encapsulates. It really actually does encapsulate. Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't have gotten through the speech if it wasn't for him. I don't know. I'm holding like I'm just shutting down for this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm over explaining now because of how quiet I am. I don't know. If I had looked, I was afraid to look at him because I was afraid of what he was going to be doing because I might have lost it if I looked at him.
It's okay to lose it. It's okay to fall like a child.
You kept, I don't know. For me, the speech really, yeah, it was really well written. It really went up and down in the right spots for the impact and not for me to like have to leave the room.
You got some good genuine compliments from Ed as well. It's like I ad libbed it. Yeah.
Any great writer does.
Like the fairness of it all. Children got more, but it's going to be a little bit specific. I wondered which direction you were going to take that. So
I thought that it was
and I was
clever
like,
enough an illusion that I knew what he meant.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm probably gonna go eat something. So we pretty much came straight here.
There's food.
Maybe. I was gonna ask, but we started looking at everything about what was on the other part of the building because I noticed there was other stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty used up.
Pizza. Crudité. Great American Classics. Pizza and crudité.
What is crudité?
Like vegetables and veg. It's a fucking veggie tray.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fancy French way of saying it. Yeah. If you're looking for sicko, like 22 John Fetterman writing against Dr. Oz. That's the idea. Dr. Oz was like trying to, we can go in a store and I'm going to complain about inflation on a video.
He's like, all right, so my wife sends me to make a crude tank. Number one, if you're trying to appeal to working class Pennsylvania voters, you don't call it fucking crude tank.
Yeah. Call it a vegetarian.
And then he's like grabbing like, you know, remade avocado, like, you know, guacamole and expensive shit. It's like, look how expensive it is. Yeah, nobody actually shops like that, asshole.
Yeah, exactly. You get the brand new ranch dip and take the plastic cover.
Yeah.
Off
Yes.
in the middle, yeah.
Yes, but yeah.
You make your own ranch at home and still complain about why it doesn't taste like the ranch from
Yes.
the restaurant.
Yes.
That's me.
No,
You're right.
Look.
Yeah, I'm constantly being asked if I have any of the old Buffalo's. So the one that my family really wants is honey garlic.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if I can hit the recipe, but like, I mean, this is what I do like at home when I'm making like fucking stir fried vegetables and shit. I make up like honey, you know, clove garlic, squirt of honey, some soy sauce, and then like I don't know, a couple dots of sriracha.
Yeah.
All done, but it's a lot more involved. There's corn syrup involved.
Yeah, I remember when you were trying to figure it out. Yeah, because you were like, "Great, try this."
Yeah. We were trying to nail down,
Yeah.
like, let's get a special order.
You made like a lot of the sauce mixtures, right? Like I can't remember if that was you who did that. What happened? What happened to that? I remember the last time I had Bubba Louie's wings, I was like, "This is terrible. I can't eat this. This is so bad." I don't know if it was still when it was after Scott was there, but it was like a medium.
That's fine.
Yeah, but like as I remember, I worked at Wings Extreme, and you still worked there because you had to still be there.
Yeah.
I figured that there's someone side of it, something needed to be a little cheaper.
Yeah.
And it tasted worse.
Yeah.
And
Usually how it goes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is terrible. I can't eat this anymore.
Yeah.
Because I remember I called you at Wings Extreme, and I'm like, hey, do you know whatever that driver's name was? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. It was like John Greenman or something like that. Green was in his name. White guy first name. You guys had to fire him because companies had to fire him because he was angry. And he freaked out.
This is the guy that like retaliated by like fucking up our CO2 tank a bunch of times. Probably it's the same story.
I don't know about it. He didn't do that to us, but he I forget what he did. I remember he got fired for doing whatever, and then he came in there and I was sitting there and he threw a fit in the back of this is like Wing Extreme obviously, and he's like threw a fit in the back of the office was, and he came out and
No. That was Kyle Green.
that's it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Kyle Green.
Like, wait a
Kyle's the
second.
most white guy.
Yeah. That was a rage problem. Yeah, of course his name's fucking